Yo, what up, you guys? John's Moto Garage. Welcome back to the channel. All right, I want to talk about two things today. Number one, I'm prepping for my first group ride ever. Never done it before. If you know me, I'm like a lone wolf. I usually run solo. And then number two, we're gonna address the elephant in the room. John, what the heck is the problem with your sleep deprivation, bro? So we will talk about that too. So for the group ride, if you don't know, here in Arizona, they have a beat the heat ride, and then I think they have a beat the cold ride. And one of the local riders, Brup Stunts, he's one of the OGs, been in the scene a long time. And through my connection with Dom and some of the other dudes, met up with him, been riding with him quite a bit as of late. More watching him ride, not so much me doing the riding, because the dude's kills it. He's like one of the top dogs, bro. Anyway, we're doing the ride and it's going down this weekend, and this is one of those big group rides, the kind you see on the news and stuff like that. So you got a lot of heavy hitters coming into town, and initially I thought I was supposed to work, but turns out I have Saturday off. So today's Friday, I work tonight, come home tomorrow. I'll be totally wiped out because I've been working all night plus the last 2 nights. The plan is to get a little bit of sleep, wake up, and then hit the ride. So I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, whoa, 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 dude, stop, pump the brakes, bro, pump the brakes. That's a horrible idea, dude. And it probably is, because for one, I'll be sleep deprived. For two, my first group ride ever. But not to fear, these are my plans. So I'm looking at it from more of a journalistic approach, because for one, I've never been on these crazy group rides, and I've seen plenty of videos to tell you these things get wild and they can be crazy. There's definitely a high likelihood of some riders going down because you get a bunch of people together doing tricks and stuff, but it is to some extent a controlled chaos if you understand the rules and if you know your limits, if you know your skill set and you know your place. And so my plan is I'm going at it from a journalistic approach, kind of like that dude that goes to war that has a little journal thing on their back, you know, journalist. And I do think it'll be an interesting adventure to see what's going on. So I'm gonna plan to follow one of the local shredders here to get some footage, you know, clips, things like that. But it will be 100% from just riding, observing, getting the footage. I'm not gonna go out there. I'm not, despite you know the progress I've made on the Dyna and some of the stuff I can do, I'm not gonna go out there and put myself and others at risk, knowing that I don't have total control yet of the motorcycle and all that stuff. In fact, I don't know, that's just never really been on my radar, honestly. And I was reluctant even to go out to these big rides, you know. Like I said, I am pretty much a solo rider for the most part, or just smaller group rides. But it's right here in my backyard. It's going down. It's part of the community, and the ride's going down with or without me. You know, it has nothing to do with that. So it'll be an interesting experience. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get some good footage. Hopefully it's uneventful and goes off as planned. For those outside of the stunt community, I think a lot of people look in on the community, and it's easy to kind of have some preconceived notions about it and judgment about how the stunt community goes about doing these big group rides. But there is definitely, or I at least can understand the benefits to it. Believe it or not, there are some benefits to it. So if you don't follow people like Brian636, he's a great ambassador for these big group rides and for the stunt community on YouTube. I'm sure you guys all know about him, and he's done videos talking about it, because there are other channels that have bashed the stunt community. And I'll admit, there was a time when I looked at the stunt community and thought, dude, they're just a bunch of hooligans, like what are they thinking? And of course my opinion has changed a little bit now that I know a little bit more about their purpose and why they do what they do, and the huge positive impact that it has on a lot of those communities and on a lot of the people who participate. So that was a roundabout way of saying it's growing on me. It's growing on me, but I'm seeing some of the reasons it's rad. So I know this may be a controversial video, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are not going to necessarily approve of some of this stuff that will be going down. But like I said, take it like I am, from a journalistic approach, so we can get an in-depth look at what the happenings are. All right, so in preparation for that, basically I'm going to fill up the tank of gas here on the Dyna, make sure she's running strong, because I'm not going to be out stunting it crazy or doing anything myself. I'm going to I'm going to put my rear tire pressure back to where it should be at like 35-40 psi. That way I won't even be tempted. I won't be able to get up in a wheelie even if I try to, because I'll just be burning rubber, and I suck at the burnout, so I ain't gonna be doing any rolling burnouts while I'm out there either. I did notice this guy here is loose, so I'm gonna have to just kind of go through, tighten everything down, get the bike dialed in. But like I said, because I'm not stunting, it shouldn't be too big a deal. All right, that's gonna basically do it. So stay tuned. My first group ride is coming up, and I'll definitely have to play it safe. The big elephant in the room, man. Historically on the channel, I've always worn sunglasses, and that's for two reasons. For one, my eyes are like kind of bluish, so I'm super sensitive to the sun. But for two, I work nights, and I'm almost in this perpetual state of sleep deprivation, kind of. In other words, I always look like I'm stoned, basically, or like don't have enough sleep. And this actually has plagued me for almost forever, man. Even when I was in middle school and high school, I had teachers who thought I was a major stoner just because of the fact that, you know, I always looked like this. And I have nothing against stoners, but to be honest, I've never touched this stuff, dude. And yet I still come off that way due to the sleep deprivation. So, thank you guys for the concern. No doubt, I could definitely use some more sleep. Whenever I do my night shifts, I work 3 night shifts, and I typically try to do 3 night shifts in a row, and they're 12-hour shifts. And so what happens is I'll have like 4 days off where I kind of get back onto my day schedule, and then come night shift, I usually try to take a little nap and then go in. But no matter what, when I'm doing my night shifts, it's hard to make that quick flip and adjustment, and so I end up looking like this. And it takes like a good 24 to 48 hours post night shift before I look semi-normal again, and I don't look like I'm just walking around totally like up in the clouds, if you know what I mean. And one dude commented, I was laughing, he's like, dude, legit, man, everything okay, bro? Because it sounded like you may have been crying. And that may be another side effect of the sleep deprivation, is my voice, I guess, quivers a little bit, and it sounds like I'm crying. So they're tears of joy if there are tears, emotions of happiness, and all that good stuff. But that's the elephant in the room. So yeah, I do need to get more sleep for sure, for sure. And I always, I don't mind people commenting that, because I know you guys are just supporting and looking out for my best interest. So I appreciate it. And so thank you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for looking out for me, because I definitely need to get more sleep. All right, let me know below, what do you think? Have you ever done these group rides? What are some things I should be looking out for? I've done a little bit of homework, so hopefully we'll be okay. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get some good footage. And next week, after I've had this experience, hopefully not from a hospital bed, I will let you guys know what my first experience was on the group ride, and I'm sure we'll have some footage of the event as well. Like and subscribe if you guys dig the content. We're trying to get our video to 1,000 likes, so smash the like button, demolish it, do whatever you got to do, and comment if you have any questions below. Thanks for the support, everybody, and I just need to get back on the bike. That's the worst part about working these night shifts, I tell you what, is it's hard to ride between them because I'm so wiped out. But tomorrow, we're getting back on the moto, and it's going to be a fun one. Ride safe, have fun out there, you guys. As always, do what I say, not as I do. And we'll catch you on the next one. Adios, nos vemos.